Hey guys, Phantom here, and today we're going to be talking about some Infinite Warfare. This right here is my first game on Infinite Warfare. And, you know, after playing the beta, I didn't enjoy it at all. I was kind of disappointed, but they released some patch notes. It looks like I'm getting a lot of, like, frame drop in this game here. It probably is. That's one of the issues with the game. We'll talk about that in a bit. But they made a lot of changes. Time to kill is a little bit better. It's not extremely better. You can actually kill people and survive now. The health regen is still super low, which really sucks because it's hard to actually kill anybody after you're done within like 5 seconds. You just get destroyed because everything's like between a 3 and a 5 shot kill. Which is, the weird thing is that's average for Call of Duty, so I'm not 100% sure why the time to kill is like, it's so fast compared to like something like Black Ops 3. One of my biggest complaints is I recently I prestiged and I unlocked the M1, and it seems like the hit detection is extremely garbage. Now I know with guns like in Black Ops 3, like the M1 Grand and stuff, the second shot never hits, and I don't know if it's because they fire too fast or what, but it's definitely got some issues there. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the maps, and the maps are they're pretty bad. There's a few good ones in here that I actually like. Retaliation's one of them. Trying to think off the top of my head. The ship one's not bad most of the time. Throwback's okay, Frost is decent. There's probably like half the maps are good, and half the maps are bad, which is a lot more than usual for me in a Call of Duty game. And particularly because, number one, there's only 12 maps in the game, not including Throwback, and I'm not including that in that because it's not actually in the normal playlist, which it should be. And it will be once they release it to the public, but for now it's not. So that's a thing there. Now, right here for my first game, I'm just using a default class with the NV4. This gun is extremely overpowered. I'm going to be doing a series, at least on some of the guns, when I get the epic variants. I've got 2 already, so you can expect a few videos of that coming out. I'm also going to be talking about the sounds with the intervention, because they kind of ruined it. It sounds pretty bad, if I'm going to be completely honest, compared to the original. The original is just so iconic, and one of the things after people were bitching about all the sounds in Modern Warfare Remastered, it just kind of seems silly to me that they would change the sounds in Infinite Warfare, or at least not change them back before the actual game came out. I feel like they're just being lazy at this point. There's no leaderboards, there's no combat record. The only way to see your KD is in an after game match. And that kind of sucks. Now it's coming, but what the fuck? You know what I mean? You're paying $60+ $80 if you want Modern Warfare, $100 if you want the Season Pass, which is actually not a bad deal. I'll talk about that in a bit too. But, you know, this should have been a finished game. What were they doing between that 2 weeks of the beta? Leaderboard should have been done, combat record should have been up, and frames should not be dropping on the Xbox One. Now, I don't know if this issue is on the PS4. I didn't experience it in the beta at all. I played fine. But the frame dropping is huge. It's super big. And when it happens, sometimes it happens the whole match, sometimes it just happens for a second. That's easily the biggest issue with the game right now, is the frame dropping. And there's a big post on Reddit about it, so I'm not too worried about it. It's gonna get fixed. Honestly, like, if they had to turn on the graphics or whatever, I just need 60 frames. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have to watch this video after and see if it's actually dropping frames. I think I watched it before and it was. But if it is, then you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It feels like lag, but it's frame dropping, essentially is what it is. Now, usually when I do like a new Call of Duty, one of the things I always try and do is get a kill without dying. That's the first thing I do. I try to get at least 1 kill before I die. That's the biggest thing. And in this gameplay, if you noticed already, if you've been paying attention to the actual gameplay, I did do that. I think I got 1 or 2 kills and then died right after, which usually happens. And it's more so in this game. But to be honest, I'm actually, it pains me to say this because I really wanted Modern Warfare Remastered to be really good. And it is, don't get me wrong. The game plays wonderfully, and it is absolutely beautiful, and I have no issues with it so far. Except for a couple things. And I'm going to talk about that in the Modern Warfare video, but as of right now, I'm actually enjoying Infinite Warfare a lot more, and I've been playing that more so because there was double XP. I played a little bit of Remaster. I think I'm like level 17 or 18. Nothing too high. I just played, you know, probably like 30 matches or something total. Not a lot. Like I said, the guns in that game sound fantastic. And this game, I don't know, the sounds are pretty bad all around. Like, it's really hard to hear footsteps sometimes, and other times it's not. If you run Tracker, I think that might have an awareness on it. It just doesn't say it does. It used to, and they actually removed it. But when I was using Tracker one time, I accidentally put it on. And I was like, why can't I hear my footsteps? Do I not have dead silence on it? And I had Tracker on, and I'm like, uh-oh. And that's when I realized that they might have incorporated awareness into the game without actually telling players. And that Tracker is actually very good, especially on these small maps. That's definitely a good perk to use. There's going to be a video. I'm going to be doing a Search and Destroy series. I've got like 30-something videos already to put up. So there's going to be a ton of games through that. I'll be talking about kind of the stuff I'm using and the things I'm doing to excel in this game. I think my KD right now, it was at the end of my first Prestige at about a 2.2, and it's kind of dropped to a 210 right now, just because I've been struggling with some of the problems in the game. And another thing is, for whatever reason, players get kicked out of games a lot. Either they leave or they actually get kicked. I was playing a game earlier tonight, actually, just before I'm recording this now. And I had a game where me and 4 other people got kicked out and had to join back in, and we just played 3v6 the entire rest of the match. And I'm like, why does this never happen when I'm doing bad? It's only when I'm doing good. I think it was like 3-0 or something. But I've had quite a few good games. I've had some COD feats and stuff like that. So I've got some exciting stuff for you to show you guys. I've got 2 epic weapons right now. And so far, they're pretty bad. I'm going to be talking about those. I'll be doing some videos on them, but they're not good. The variants are not as good as they were in Advanced Warfare. It's mostly like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's not like stat changing. It's like they add like extra recoil reduction or stuff like that. Nothing too good. There's a couple of them that are pretty good, and I'll be talking about those as well. But that's going to do it for this video. We won our first game, 100 to 55. I did pretty well. I think I went like 30 and 10 or something. If you guys enjoyed this, drop a like. The next video I'm going to be putting up is actually going to be my first game in Modern Warfare Remastered, and that should be pretty sweet, and we'll see you guys in the next one.